Before you hear this story, prepare your mind, because this ancient tale reveals a truth most of us ignore even while praying, fasting, and hoping for change. It is a story of two kings, one battlefield, and a surprising lesson about faith, discipline, and responsibility. A lesson powerful enough to transform the way you approach your own life. Long ago, in a land divided by borders and beliefs, two neighboring kings fell into a deep dispute. Their arguments grew into hatred, and hatred into war. Neither king wanted to back down, so they agreed. In 3 months, they would meet on the battlefield. Winner becomes ruler of both kingdoms. Loser loses everything. The first king gathered his people and soldiers in the biggest city square. Thousands stood before him as he raised his hands and declared, "For 3 months, we will not drink wine. For 3 months, we will not sleep with our spouses. We will fast. We will pray. We will bow before God every day, so he may give us victory." The people obeyed. The city transformed into a giant temple of fasting and prayer. Day after day, they knelt, they cried, they worshipped. Their faith was strong. Their hope was pure. They believed victory would come as a reward for their devotion. But in the other kingdom, their king made a very different announcement. He also gathered his people, soldiers, workers, women, elders, wealthy nobles, and said, 3 months from now, we face the greatest war of our lives. So every one of us has a responsibility. He continued, soldiers practice archery day and night. Sharpen your swords. Train your horses. Blacksmiths forge weapons without rest. Women prepare food and supplies. Wealthy citizens support the army. Elders pray for strength and wisdom. And so, the city moved with purpose. The sound of hammers filled the air. Swords were sharpened. Arrows were straightened. Horses were trained until they ran like the wind. Everyone worked. Everyone prepared. Finally, the day came. The first kingdom marched onto the battlefield, holding a banner, painted with the name of God in bright red. They sang, they prayed, they believed the heavens would fight for them. But the second kingdom marched with cold steel. Their swords shone like fire. Their arrows were deadly. Their soldiers were disciplined, trained, and ready. Battle began, and by sunset, the kingdom that fasted and prayed was utterly defeated. Their soldiers fell one by one. Their king was captured, and in front of his people, he was executed by rope. After the king's soul left his body, he stood before God and cried out, "Lord, for 3 whole months we prayed, we fasted, we obeyed you, we purified ourselves. Why did you abandon us? Why did you let your servants fall before their enemies?" And God replied with the question, "Do you know the farmer whose barn is full of prayer?" The king said, "No, I do not." Then God asked again, "Do you know the king who built a great city with prayer alone?" The king answered, "I do not, my Lord." God spoke, "Prayer can strengthen the heart, but prayer cannot sharpen a sword. Prayer can give patience, but prayer cannot train a horse. A farmer who wants wheat must dig the soil, plant the seed, and cover it with earth. How it grows is my work, but planting it is his." God continued, "You prayed for victory, but you did not prepare for victory. You asked me for strength, but you brought no sword. You called my name, but you gave me nothing to bless." And so the message became clear. Faith without action is an empty sword. Hope without discipline is a weak shield. And prayer without preparation is a battlefield lost before it even begins. If you desire victory, prepare for victory, because even God will not sharpen your sword if you refuse to pick it up. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss more inspiring stories every day.